Yo, yo, let's get it.
Sanctioned by the new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Yo, shout out to everybody already here in the building. Salute. I see Gerardo, Raven. Come on, man. Cloud9, Andre Ashley, Mr. Raider. Man, we out here. Anthony Estrada, man. Shout out to everybody rocking with us. Shieldmore is in the building. Planet Raiders is in the building. Today, we break down this whole schedule. I mean, pretty much it's all been leaked at this point. You know what I mean? I think we have maybe 2 or 3 games left that we have not seen yet. I haven't seen the Bears, I haven't seen the Colts, and I have not seen the Miami Dolphins. I think those are the only 3 games that we haven't seen up to this point. But we have seen false leaks in the past. So we don't know how this is going to transpire or whatnot. But I'm excited to see what we got going on. Shout out to my little brother in the building. Hammer, what's good, bro?
Hey, shit. What's good, Joe? What's good, nation?
Y'all
know what it is. Y'all know what time it is. Hold up. Let's do this the right way, especially since we in the black hole. What's good, everybody?
That shit. We have all of our brothers pulling up shortly, man. Wasted to be here. Big Mike will be here. Andy should be pulling up. I sent the link to Scout as well. So we're going to be deep talking about, we're going to break down everything, predictions, all that good stuff. I don't know if you've seen it, but from what I'm hearing, we have another primetime game. Week 10 in Las Vegas against the New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, the connection. You know what I mean? What I'm hearing is this week 10, another Sunday night game. Bro, if the script doesn't have something planned for us, I don't know why we have all this shit going on. 5 primetime games. 5 after coming off of a 6-win season.
Facts.
6-11. We're bouncing back the following year. All we did was add Jimmy G a draft class and a few, pretty much depth pieces, you know what I mean? And boom, next thing you know, we have 5 primetime games. I am ecstatic. I'm ecstatic right now, bro. Monday Night Football games, Lions, Packers. We have the Christmas game with the Chiefs. And then is the Pittsburgh game a primetime game as well? I'm not sure. I didn't see.
They might find a way to make it a primetime game.
Yeah.
But don't be surprised.
Either way, we have a bunch of them, you guys. And I'm excited, man. Shout out to Big Bro in the building.
What's the deal?
What's popping, man?
Hey, man, I'm just excited, bro. I'm excited because when they release the schedule, you know that it's real. Shit is real. Yeah. The draft is like, all right, the draft happens, and they got these young players that you never seen in Raider uniforms. But when they come out with that schedule, now we can start booking flights. We can start making plans. I'm fucking crazy excited, bro. And you know the game I'm excited for the most? Kansas City Chiefs game.
Me too. I said it earlier.
On Christmas, because it's time, bro. It's time. And the one thing that I don't think is going to happen anymore with Josh McDaniels as our head coach is I don't think that they have a decided just straight up advantage at head coach.
Yeah.
We have a great coaching staff schematically. Now, I don't know how they are with personnel and personalities, but they definitely know how to put the pieces in place, and it's going to be exciting to watch.
Facts. So let me read this off real quick, man. Real fast. Let's get Chris in here real quick. 16-0. Well, 17-0 season. Chris incoming. Yo, Docs, Warriors in 7. I'm hoping.
Let's go.
I'm hoping, bro, because I'm a Northern California dude. So at the end of the day, I'm always, Northern California, man. So hopefully Warriors get it done in 7. Shout out to my dog, Chris. Shout out to Pacing as well, man. Really trying to go to the game against the Ravens. Wait, we don't play them.
Where did that come from?
Yo, Pace, we don't play the Ravens this year.
Last time we played the Ravens was 2019 because I was at MNT for that game.
I was at the game you were at the one out there. I was
in Baltimore, yeah.
Bro, my dog just opened the door and closed the door. That shit scared the shit out of me.
Aren't they playing? Wow. Wait, are they playing New England in New England this year?
No, we're at home. So let me go over what is speculation at this point. Real quick, Pace. Shout out to my dog. Let's go over this. I'm gonna present this, and we're gonna pull up what Scout has going on Twitter. So this is what we are so-called going through as right now. All right, look. So week 1 at the Broncos. I love it. Week 2 at the Bills. So we are on the road, you guys, back-to-back consecutive weeks before we head back home. Week 3 against the Steelers. So week 4 is still out there. We don't know what that is at this point. Week 5 at home against the Packers. Week 8 at the Lions, a Monday Night Football game. Both of those games, Packers and the Lions, are Monday Night Football games. Patriots at home week 6. Giants at home week 9. Week 14, the Vikings. Week 12, the Chiefs. Week 14, the Vikings. These are home games. Week 16 at the Chiefs. This is Christmas Day. The spotlight's going to be on us again. Week 18 at Denver. So there's a few games that we have not seen yet. The Colts, the Miami Dolphins. There's still a few games that we're still waiting on to see where we are in terms of, dates or whatever. But this looks as though this is what we have thus far. How are y'all feeling about that? That's a rough patch, man. You go to Mile High, which is let's just be honest, though. This is a rough patch, but it's a good thing. You're playing Denver and Buffalo back-to-back before the winter hits. You're pretty much playing 2 snowfall cities, in the summer. So this is actually a real good thing for us. Travel to Denver, travel to Buffalo, get those 2 games out the way. I would be happy as hell to leave 1-1 and come back home and play a few home games. How do y'all feel about that thus far?
Yo, I feel terrific about that, man. I mean, Hammer, I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. Because look, I don't know we'll have that same cold weather kind of built-in that built-in handicap that we used to have because Garoppolo comes from New England. He played in the cold, and he's a Chicago kid. So I don't think that he has those kind of issues. And he also playing, not a candlestick. I don't know what the fuck they call the Booty Gang's fucking stadium.
Oh, you're talking about Great America Stadium. Isn't
it shout Leeser
Levi.
Shout Leeser played out stadium. no, but the stadium. But playing there, you're playing in the elements, right? So he deals with the rain and stuff. So I don't think it's a handicap, but it's good that you don't have to go and grind one out in Buffalo in the middle of freaking January, man. There's nothing but right there. And with Denver, I'm glad Denver comes to us late in the season because we might need that when they make the playoffs, and I would rather play that one at home.
And the thing that I'm cool with is because I still think that Denver's trying to figure it out. New head coach, new staff, a bunch of new players over there. This is the best time to catch them lacking when they're still trying to figure it out. They're still trying to get the machine oiled up. Buffalo is a well-oiled machine. So I would be very happy going back to Vegas to face Pittsburgh week 3, 1-1. You know what I mean? Like, let's just be real. If we can pull one off on the road, come back home, I am cool with that. But yeah, man, those are 2 tough tasks. It is very tough to play at Mile High, and it is definitely always tough to play in Buffalo.
Why is it tough to play at Mile High when the Broncos still have not beat the Las Vegas Raiders?
Okay, but
I don't care about the Sean Payton shit. I don't care about whoever it is they fucking brought in here. We saw what Russell Wilson did or didn't do last year. I'm still not convinced about that team. Every year, they're a quarterback away from a Super Bowl. Get the fuck out of here.
And not to get off my lawn, guy, but see, Graphk and I have gone back a way, way longer time than you with the Raiders.
Thank you.
That used to be a
when they owned us. When they owned us,
bro. The John Elway years when they owned us.
Terrell Davis. These guys owned us.
Listen, even before that, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something, Hammer. That is always a game that you got to circle. And you got to remember something, too. This newfound Chief thing and this newfound, that Denver shit is about to come back, bro. Because if you look at the way they building that team, they're not to be played with, bro. They're drafting well. And when you get a good head coach and you got a guy who was on a Hall of Fame trajectory under center, it's not going to take them long to turn shit around. Yeah. The reason why they've been losing is really because of coaching. Yeah. It's been because of coaching. It's because of the way that they treated Russell Wilson. They treated him like a superstar. They gave him all in parking spaces. They let him be a diva. With Sean Payton there, Sean Payton ain't having that shit.
Nope.
So look, man.
Sean Payton is the Midwest Josh McDaniels at this point. Like he's gonna go in there and say, "It's my way. This is what I'm doing."
Yeah.
He's not gonna be in the media doing all the extras. He's gonna say, "It's my way or the highway. Let's keep it pushing." Because, and look, there was even rumors and rumblings in the offseason about he wasn't even sold on Russell Wilson. Like that's great.
He's not though. He didn't take that job because of him, bro. He's not. He'll fuck around and draft somebody next year, bro. Don't get shit together.
Yeah.
So, fellas, what's going on?
He's stuck there for another.
Oh, Big Mike.
Our brother Big Mike is in the building. Salute.
What's going on? What's going on, nation? Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody else. What's going on, man?
Shout out to Ridgeback. Yes, my brother. We agree with Hammer in recent history. You know what I'm saying? But like Ridge, you've watched this team as long as we have. So bro, like there was years where Denver owned us completely. You know what I mean? So
I don't remember those days. I was like in the 5th grade, but whatever.
I see my brother Big Mike with the notes. My brother is ready to take off on some other shit.
Try to book report, motherfucker.
So we're gonna do this, okay? We're gonna just start because we know everybody on YouTube is gonna be doing these shows tonight. We know everybody's gonna be online doing these shows, Instagram, Twitter. We just want to get our shit off. You know what I mean? And most of this schedule was pretty much leaked at this point. And like I said before, year in and year out, there's a lot of fake leaks. And then we end up getting thrown off and we're like, oh shit, well, we did this for nothing. But guess what? We're going to go off of what we've seen thus far. Okay. I think there's only a few weeks that we have not seen at this point. The actual schedule releases in like another hour and 15 minutes. We're just gonna start shooting this shit off. You know what I mean? Like there's no reason not to. No, wasted. Don't do that. We're not doing that today because you're reaching heavily all day long. Phone, text, DM. You are reaching heavily, bro.
Yo, it's nasty workout in these streets, ladies and gents. It's nasty workout here, yo.
Pause patrol in the building.
Terrible. Paul, no, listen, I want to make sure that I started off right because you always started off. So fuck all that. Fuck both of y'all.
All right. So let's do this. Let's start it off with a bang. We're going to start off with Big Mike. Every one of us, we have a prediction. Most of the time, one of our guys or two of our guys or three of our guys are going to break down every reason why we're going to win or lose this game. So we're not going to all, go into our spiel. At the end of the day, if one of our brothers break it down to a T, we're going to leave it at that. We're going to start with our brother Big Mike. From what I'm seeing right now, Big Mike, we're playing in Denver at Mile High week 1. How do you feel about this game? Give us a prediction. Give us some insight on how you feel about this.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think that this game means a lot more to Denver than it does to us because they haven't beat us in a few years. This is week 1. It's extra motivation to come out hot for them. Sean Payton, his first game with Russell Wilson. This might be something that means a little bit more to them. In saying all that, we're still gonna beat them week 1.
That's sick.
I like it week 1, bro. We got them week 1.
Okay, everybody take notes. Write these down because we're gonna do this separately. So I want to see where everybody is in terms of where we are with record predictions. Big Mike got a 1-0 thus far. He sounded like he was going the other way. Hey, that's what we call a swerve in WWE. I love it.
That's how we do it.
Shout out to John as well, man. Have fun out there, King. My brother, man. Have fun, man. Real chat. All right, Hammer, little bro, what you got going on week 1 at Mile High? Sean Payton, we got Jimmy G now. This is a real rivalry for our head coach because of his previous, situation coaching over there, and it didn't work out. How do you feel about week 1 going into Mile High?
McDaniels has already played in Denver as the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. Sean Payton, I don't give two shits about. The Broncos, again, have not defeated the Las Vegas Raiders. We getting that win. We're going to set, I'm telling you now, week 1, and I told y'all I don't want to give predictions overall for our season, whatever. But this game right here is going to fucking set the tone, especially we see these guys, the 53-man roster, collectively gel. We'll see what they bring to the table, but this game right here, regardless of a season opener or not, this game right here within the division as well, it's going to set the tone for our season.
I love it. Big bro wasted. How you feeling about week 1, Mile High on the road in Denver, Colorado?
A few things. It all depends. All things being equal, Denver really hasn't done a whole lot to improve the offense for that team. They have a really good secondary. They have some issues up front. And to be quite honest with you, I don't think schematically that they have enough to beat us with. You could scheme all you want. If you don't have the horses, you're not going to win that race, right? Yeah. I got us winning against Denver, and I got us winning against Buffalo in Buffalo.
Oh, damn, bro. You just going to jump the gun?
Oh, shit. Wait. We ain't say Buffalo, too?
We going one by one, motherfucker. Goddamn. This how you know this is year 1 with Wasted with the annual predictions.
My bad.
Well, now that we know that Wasted got us going 2-0, we'll skip him on the next round. But I got us going 1-0. Sean Payton, I think he's going to realize where Russell Wilson is now in his career. He's not the same guy he once was. That O-line still has some issues. They have a great receiving core there, but it seems as though they can just never get on the same, the same timeline. Their defense kind of took a step back last season. At the beginning of the year, they were one of the most stout defenses in the league. Just kind of tailed off at the end of the year. They may start off tough this year, but I trust, like what we got going on. And like I said before, week 1, week 2, week 3, teams are still trying to figure out what they got going on. Our regime is in our second year. Sean Payton's in his first year. I feel like we're going to look more like a well-oiled machine going into week 1. We're going to get them the fuck up out of here. And I think we're going to win by multiple. I say we win by 10, to be honest.
I like you. Yep.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So we have owned Denver as of late. 1-0. All of us got it the same way. Shout out to Kenny Mac, Big Mike. That's the best shit said. Shout out to Joe. FLA, bro, I will do questionable-ish if the Raiders somehow sweep the Chiefs this year. I know it won't happen. Just putting it out there. Or will it?
Pause. Before it happens and when it happens, I'm just saying pause to you, Joe FLA.
Shout out to Pace. Don't y'all feel more confident about our offense since Jimmy G is more of a point and shoot, just run the offense, whatever you say, Coach Guy? Yes. Definitely.
Yeah.
I think Derek Carr is the more talented quarterback, but I think Jimmy G is the one to get this shit rolling.
Derek Carr, you think DC is a more talented quarterback than Jimmy G?
Clear. It's not even in question,
bro. Physically. So who has a better arm?
DC.
Who can move better?
DC.
When does he move? That motherfucker stays in the pocket.
But when he moves, DC.
Yeah.
I mean,
who's
more durable?
DC.
We know what the answer to that is.
Hammer, bro, you just fucked up.
What am I gonna say?
No, bro, you just fucked up. Like, bro, we've proven DC
better playoff record, better weapons around him.
Yes, look, but that's why we're saying we're giving Jimmy G his flowers. But at the end of the day, like DC is a baller, bro. Like it's just it didn't work with us. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not gonna go that route though. We're gonna get to this next. If this shit will go all night. We're not gonna do that.
Hey, real quick, I gotta say this. See, Hammer, I think your argument is kind of a straw man argument, but I understand where you're coming from. Now, is Jimmy Garoppolo better for the Raiders?
Yes.
Yeah. And that is where it lies with us, because we need a guy who's going to be able to go out there and execute Josh McDaniels puts out on the field without having all these different emotions and all this other shit. Yeah. A guy that can deal with being coached by these guys. So he's better for us. But if you telling me that I'm going into a park and I'm going to give him a football and him a football, I'm going to say, hey, show me your best throw. How far can you throw the ball? Make your best. Talent-wise, God-given ability, it's not even a question. Now, I've been a Derek Carr guy that I've always destroyed DC in the last few years.
Me too.
I got to be for real. Yeah. I got to be for real. That guy's more physically talented. It just is what it is. And you were smoking D&D. Thank you. Sorry.
But we want to say, little bro, we understand where you're coming from, because at the end of the day, he fits what we're doing way better. You know what I mean? So we're hoping that Jimmy G can get – look, Jimmy G has been to multiple, you know what I'm saying, like NFC Championship games, Super Bowl. Like he's been there and done that. He's a proven winner. I'd rather have that, you know what I mean, than someone that's never been there and never won a playoff game. So at the end of the day, there's two arguments to it. We're both actually right in a sense, but I'm just saying from a talent standpoint, I think most of us agree that DC is way more talented.
Now, who scored more? Who scored more? Jimmy G. Jimmy G has scored way more than DC. Yeah. Scores all the time.
A lot. On and off the field. All right, week 2, you guys. This is one of them. It's like, thank God we're playing them at this point, but also, oh shit, we're playing them at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like Josh Allen, Diggs, these guys have Von Miller. He's coming back. The defense looked really good last year. They just added Kincaid with Knox. That tight end room looks crazy. They still have Gabriel Davis coming back. We're playing the Buffalo Bills week 2 in Western New York, where they play really well. You know what I mean? That fan base shows up. We're definitely going to be out there strong as hell too, because the Raider fan, we travel well. But I want to start with Wasted at this point, brother. Well, you know what? He already got us winning, so just null and void Wasted. No.
No. I got some more gems to drop on you, bro.
Okay, all right.
Come on. We're gonna lay some treats on him right now, brother.
Go ahead.
Now let me tell you why I think that the Raiders are gonna go into Buffalo and beat them. You know why? Because I don't think Josh Allen is really a superstar at this point. Physically, he's a superstar, but Josh Allen has been regressing, bro. Josh Allen has been throwing a lot of fucking interceptions. Josh Allen is I think ever since Brian Daboll left that team, Josh Allen is low-key falling apart, bro. And I don't know if they can get the toothpaste back in the tube with Josh Allen, but I think
give him a run game, Wasted. That's the problem.
Yeah,
give him a run game.
And they haven't. Devin Singletary is still there.
No, Singletary's gone. They have James Cook. Singletary was a free agent. They have James Cook. Bro, like they don't really have that true, bro. They you know who their best running back is? Is Josh Allen.
Wait a minute. Devin Singletary's I was just looking at the roster for 2023.
He's a free agent, bro. He's gone.
Oh, great. So they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose. And then we got another guy who's gotten another year older. Von Miller is older, bro. And Von Miller became last year a situational pass rusher. So now you might.
Texans. I wanted to tell you that too. He went to the Texans.
I appreciate y'all. My bad. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. The Buffalo Bills have not improved. They kind of have reached their apex, and they're going down, bro. They're going down, and I'm gonna tell you something. Shit might be going sideways like Conway the Machine's face.
Oh,
okay. Hey, Buffaloes.
Talk that Buffalo shit for those who don't know. But I'm gonna tell you this: I don't believe in what you just said, because this draft they went and got Dalton Kincaid, right, to help that offense. They went and got Osiris Torrance, the guard out of Florida, in the second round. They got Dorian Williams in round 3. a guy that we wanted out of Tulane really bad at the linebacker position. They got Justin Shorter, a bunch of other guys that really, the rest of the guys we don't have to really worry about. But they got better, bro. They got better. I'm not saying in terms of coaching because, when the ball left, like that offense definitely took a hit. But let's not act as though they didn't have a pretty good draft. They had a really good draft. So I'm going to say this. I got us taking the L in Buffalo. Is what it is. I'm not even going to go into details. We win one on the road. We lose one on the road. We go back home 1-1.
It's going to be like the Pittsburgh game when Henry Ruggs went nuts. Yeah. We are winning that game week 2, baby.
So 2-0 right now. We're wasted. I got us 1-1 going out there. That's tough to travel to Denver and then travel completely all the way to another coast and then come back home. That is very, very tough. 1-1. Big Mike, what you got?
I mean, historically, we're 7-15 on the road against the Bills. You know how we do in the East. It's going to be our second game on the road back to back. I honestly don't see us winning this game, but I do see us keeping it close. Yeah. If this is their home opener, even more so, they're going to come out, after swinging. Swinging. They had that bitter taste in their mouth after losing that home game in the playoffs against the Bengals. So it's a little bit more on the line for them at the beginning of the season. Some hype behind it. Bills Mafia is going to come out. They're going to be hyped up. I think that the Raiders will lose probably by less than a touchdown. They'll keep it competitive, but we'll keep it. We'll take an L on this one.
I'm gonna say we get cooked.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna say cooked by like 21 points or no shit like that, but like once again, I have us losing by like 13, 14 points. I think Buffalo comes out swinging. That fan base. Didn't they just come out saying that they're building a new stadium?
Yeah.
And all that good shit.
Yeah.
They know that we're one of the greatest fan bases. They're going to be out there screaming, going crazy. This is, I got us getting cooked, to be real with you. But go ahead, Hammer.
Man.
So I did live streams of Buffalo's last 2 playoff games last season, and that offensive line was abysmal as fuck. Josh Allen, I don't know what the hell happened with him. Sacked several times, turnovers, and it was just like, damn, like they really are regressing. Allen is regressing with Dable out. You look now, second round draft pick. They took the kid out of Florida in Osiris Torrance. Maybe he could be one of those pieces that fixes that offensive line. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think eventually, and it sucks to say this because I know it's in Buffalo. I'm debating on taking the drive. We're probably going to lose, I want to say, probably by a touchdown, maybe 10 points.
Yeah. Okay. So all of us have 1-1 outside of Wasted. Wasted got 2-0 at this point. Week 3, apparently, we're going off of what we see at this point. We're going back home to Las Vegas, facing a team that pretty much ended our year last year. You know what I mean? Like, let's just keep it a buck. When DC went out there and threw that pick in the middle of the field against, with Hunter Renfrow, that pretty much ended our so-called playoff run. The Pittsburgh Steelers, a team that we've owned in recent history. You know what I mean? We get them back at the crib in Las Vegas. I'm going to start this off, you guys. They had a really good draft. Broderick Jones, offensive tackle that we talked about a lot out of Georgia. They got Joey Porter. That is like a legacy pickup for them. Everybody knows that, his dad was a phenomenal football player for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They went and got Keanu Benton, another defensive lineman in the second round that we were talking about getting. Darnell Washington, when healthy, this guy is probably the best blocking tight end in this last draft. And I think he's going to translate in the passing game as well. Nick Herbig, linebacker, dude, like they had a phenomenal draft. And then in the 7th round, they got Corey Trice Jr. I'm going to be real. Like, this is what they do year in and year out. They have a winning head coach with Mike Tomlin. These guys, they're just a well-ran organization. With that being said, we cooked these motherfuckers in week 3. And I say we beat them by maybe 13, 14 points. The same we lose to Buffalo. We cook these motherfuckers at home. We go 2-1. We beat Pittsburgh week 3 in Las Vegas. Hammer, how you feel, man?
Steelers always seem to have a pretty decent defense. It's like a year in, year out thing with them. They did have a pretty good draft. Who's their quarterback? It's
Pickett.
That's right, Kenny Pickett. We're taking this shit. There's really, I'm not going into details on this shit. We're gonna take this win.
First game at the crib too, bro, for the season. Yeah. It's gonna be hyped. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
We'll be there. So yeah.
I think it's gonna be a smoke session. Like we gonna go out there and just smoke shit. Big Mike, how you feeling, man?
This is gonna be one of those games that is gonna be kind of like, okay, what are we made of this year? Are we gonna give up leads again? Are we gonna be that team that gives up leads again? I think that this game is gonna be that sign of what are we as a team? And I think that, I mean, without giving up too much like game analysis, side note, I think that Najee Harris is going to be leading the league in rushing this year.
Ooh.
I think he's going to lead the league in rushing this year with the pieces they added on the front line. They got, 2 pretty solid tight ends for blocking, and Kenny Pickett, they're going to set up the offense to where he doesn't have to do much. Saying all that.
Bold take. First year, Bijan Robinson is the leading rusher this year in Atlanta.
Ooh, okay. So in saying all that, I got the Raiders winning this game, a close one. They're gonna have a lead for most of the game. It's gonna get closer towards the end, but they're gonna finish the game unlike what they did last year. I got the Raiders winning by a touchdown in this one.
Wasted. What you got, bro?
Well, what we have is we have Joey Handsy Porter going to be their number 1 corner, having to deal with Devontae Adams.
Mm-hmm.
You also have Josh Jacobs, who has been a battering ram to run through that defense that has actually got a bunch of young kids on the defense. And the fact that they had a good draft doesn't mean that that's going to translate this year. Kenny Pickett is woefully average. And, Mike Tomlin has been playing this game where they've been around 500. I think we start the pendulum going down the other way. I think the Raiders are going to wreck the Steelers. We're going to wreck them at home. We're going to be 3-0, and I am going to be styling and profiling up and down the Las Vegas Strip because we will be there.
You know what's funny? Wasted was the one that cooked our team the most this offseason, and he got us starting 3-0. This shit is fucking hilarious right now.
Yo, why you all try to see, you it's nasty.
I'm just saying about pointing out the obvious.
Right, no. So how did I cook this team this offseason? I didn't cook anything. I cooked one thing.
Tyree Wilson is a bum.
Yeah, okay. That's it. And then every other thing I liked. I have not cooked our team. See, this is how narratives, I'm not into narrative-based content. I talk facts, Graphk Raider. Content. Facts, Graphk Raider.
All I'm going to say is this. It's shocking news that Wasted has us 3-0 right now.
Yes, shout out to Woodson Whiskey with the shocking news all up and down the OakLosVegas Network, Raider Nation Unlimited, Las Vegas News Today, Holy Moly's Donuts, and Big Mike Raider on YouTube. Shout out to Woodson Whiskey. Shout out to Planet Raiders as well. I'm sorry.
There you go. Shout out to everybody with the supers as well, you guys. We appreciate you. Jason Manuel, looks like I'm going to Vegas a few times this season. Blessings, fellas. Shout out to Fuck You, one of the greatest names on YouTube history. Been waiting to post this on Graphk Live, but Mozzie is finally free to drop more fire. Definitely shout out to the fella. He just got out doing a county year, man. Shout out to Raider Nation. Shout out to my dog, man. Fuck you. I appreciate you, bro. Let's get to the shit. So Wasted has 3-0. We all have 2-1. Is that where we are right now?
Yep.
Okay, so week 4 has not actually been dropped yet from what I've seen. We're going to skip over to week 5. We're just going to skip over and then kind of fill in the gaps at the end of this. Week 5, Devontae Adams back home in Vegas against the Jordan Love-led Green Bay Packers. I kind of like, what they did in this draft and free agency period. They let Aaron Rodgers go, you know what I mean? Like, as they should. I think it was time to move on. But, they went and got some sneaky draft picks. They went and got Lucas Van Ness, a guy that we talked about a lot out of Iowa. They got Luke Musgrave, the tight end out of Oregon State, top 5 tight end in this draft. Jaden Reed, wide receiver, speedy guy out of Michigan State. They went and got some dogs. They went and got Tucker Kraft, another tight end. They double dipped out of South Dakota State. Kobe Wooden, the defensive lineman out of Auburn. These guys really went out. Sean Clifford out of Penn State. They went and got a backup quarterback to back up Jordan Love. Another wide receiver in Dontavian Wicks out of Virginia. They got Carl Brooks in round 6 out of Bowling Green, a guy that we were all high on. And they went and got a kicker, Daniel Carlson's brother, Anders Carlson out of Auburn. I'm going to start again just because I'm already going, but I'm going to be real with you. I think we cooked these dudes. This is a game that if we lose, I'm going to be very, very worried about this team moving forward. This is a game we're supposed to win. You know what I mean? The veterans, I know they still have Adam Jones. I know they still have, a great amount of talent on the defensive side of the ball, specifically at the corner position. You know what I mean? I know they got Keyshawn Nixon now, a newfound weapon for them, special teams. But I just Christian Watson, which I was really, really high on coming out of college last year. But I'm gonna be real, y'all. Like this to me shouldn't even be a game. Like we should beat the shit out of these guys at home. 3-1 at this point, man. Hammer, what you got, bro?
Jordan Love is not him. I'm putting it out there now. I feel like they got sick of Aaron Rodgers shit, and they're like, all right, Jordan Love's going to be our starter. But I feel like this team is really set up for failure this year. I think they're going to be in the bottom of the barrel of the NFC North. I see them looking for their future franchise quarterback in the 2024 NFL draft. We're going to beat the dog shit out of the Packers.
I love it. Wasted.
See, I think the Packers are going to be a lot better than people think. They have a lot of players on the defensive side of that football. Rashawn Gary, Jair Alexander, all of those guys. Yeah. And, hey, listen, the guy that really should be here with us right now, who went over there, Russell Douglas. I mean, this is the thing about the Green Bay Packers, and this is the thing about this game. I hear a lot of people from the West Coast, they say they want to check temperatures. I hear that a lot.
Here we go with this bullshit.
No, I'm just saying, this is the kind of game that is a temperature check to see how good of an organization we really are this season. Because a good organization and a good team beats a team that's in flux like this. Now, the one thing that I'm kind of leery of is because Hammer just says that, and you guys are saying that, Jordan Love is dog shit. We don't know that. They might have saw something in Jordan Love where they think that he can take this organization forward and kind of be a good player. And they have some weapons there. Aaron Jones is still there. Christian Watson, if he can actually learn how to catch the football, he's a weapon. They have weapons in Green Bay. The only thing they don't have is Aaron Rodgers. Now, if this kid Jordan Love can play a little bit, then you got a problem because it's the perfect year to check out everything. You got the Chicago Bears, who have a young quarterback who's still kind of climbing his way up. You have a woefully basic Kirk Cousins, and you have the Detroit Lions who have Jared Goff at quarterback. So if the Green Bay Packers are bad, the Green Bay Packers are going to be picking at the top of the draft and they can get rid of Jordan Love any fucking way. And that'll be the year for them to get. They played this perfect getting rid of Aaron Rodgers, to be honest with you. Because if they're bad, they get a chance at Caleb Williams. If they're good, they found their guy, they're going to move forward. I think that this is going to be a tough game for the Raiders. I think we're going to win this game, and I think this game is going to decide whether we're actually a good football team or not because their defense is very, very good.
So, Ric Flair, you have us at 4-0.
Woo! Styling and profiling as only the Raiders can, baby.
I thought I was delusional, but I'm fucking with it though. Big Mike, where we at, bro?
So, kind of rewind just a little bit, right? We played the Steelers at home. We played the Packers at home so far. These are two fan bases that are going to come and try to fill our stadium up, right?
Yeah.
The Packers are going to try to do the same. So it's more important for us to solidify that home field advantage. But I will say for the Packers, they do remind me of the Titans from last year where they want to run a 2 tight end set. They got 2 pretty much dogs at running back. They got a formidable defense. A quarterback that he's kind of a game manager. We don't know what Jordan Love can do, but as far as we're concerned, as far as we know right now, he's going to be that game manager. And I think that is going to give us fits in this game. However, I do think we will win this game, but we will struggle with stopping the run. I got the Raiders winning by a field goal. Carlson wins it.
Wow.
Which
Okay.
Carlson?
I love that he was specific about that. But damn, we're gonna struggle against the run with Adam Jones and
Dillon.
AJ Dillon. Bro, that dude's legs out of Boston College is like this. Like, yeah. But so you have our defensive line struggling.
That interior, I mean, we've been talking about the interior all season. This is going to be one of those testing games. Like, hey, can you stop the run? Are you,
okay?
You know, we got a lot of faith in you. We didn't really make too many moves in the interior. What are you going to do now? So,
okay, I got it.
We'll see early. We'll see early what they can do as far as stopping the run.
Look at how deep right now, defensively, our roster. Look at how deep our defensive line depth chart is.
No, it's
like, look, Patrick Graham got exactly what he wanted. He wants a full, heavy rotation of guys, fresh legs as often as possible. You bring in Tyree Wilson, a guy that can go and work the interior D line as well. I think you guys are going to be in for a shock this year when it comes to our defensive line. Most
agreed. Talk that shit. And I want to say this. Jordan Love struggled in that one game against Kansas City. Didn't he put up like 3 points, 7 points? He struggled mightily. You know what I mean? So I'm not really too worried about what he got going on, you know what I mean, in terms of what we got going on. So I think we cooked these boys. All right, let's get to it, man. Week 6. Another game where Josh McDaniels and Zeke, you know, these guys are going to take this one personal. I know New England's going to take it personal because of how our last game transpired with, you know, Jacoby Meyer being a Raider now and Chandler Jones. It's kind of hilarious how this kind of panned out. Week 6, we have New England in Las Vegas. These guys actually had a really good draft as well. They got Christian Gonzalez, a guy Gonzo that we all spoke highly of at 17. That's shocking because a lot of us had him as a top 10 pick out of Oregon. They got Keon White, edge rusher out of Georgia Tech, which is going to be another. He went to the perfect place. I think that Bill Belichick is going to find a way to make him a top edge rusher at the next level. Round 3, Marte Mapu, a safety out of Sacramento State. I love to see it, but I was shocked to see him go that early. To be real, I'm like, whoa, like, but you know, go ahead, bro.
No, I just shook my head. I said I wasn't, man.
Okay.
Yo, I thought he was the kind of player that kind of lined up with their ideology. I wrote that in an article on Playing the Raiders, guys. Check that one out. Another plug. But I saw him being drafted by either the Patriots or us. I think he's a perfect fit, and I think he's the kind of guy that people are going to look back on his draft and be like, what a terrific pick for them.
No, I thought he was going to be a later round guy because Sac State, you know, I'm from there, small school. I was shocked to see him going in the 3rd round. But, you know, Bill Belichick knows what he's doing on the defensive side of the ball. So now that he drafted him, bro, he's probably going to be a fucking all-pro. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy about this draft? This was a good draft, but this draft, a lot of GMs didn't feel like some of these first-round picks were really first-round picks. Yeah. And that's why this draft was the most unpredictable draft I've seen in my time watching the draft. Yeah. You had guys that they had ranked in the 1st round going like the 5th or the 6th. I think the talent level in this draft was a lot closer than we would like to think. Yeah. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. But
other notable guys that they got in the draft was Antonio Mafi out of UCLA, the offensive lineman, Keyshawn Boutte, a wide receiver out of LSU. Bryce Behringer, which was a punter. They went and got some kickers and stuff. They went and got DeMario Douglas, the wide receiver out of Liberty. I think he's going to be a steal if they work. You know, that offense has struggled these past, you know, like, let's just be real, but they finally got a real offensive coordinator. So, you know, we'll see, but that's a sneaky pick in round 6. They got Amir Speed, corner out of Michigan State, and then they got Isaiah Bolden, the corner out of Jackson State as well, which I think can be a steal. But, you know, this is the team that I think that we should beat. I think on paper we're better than them. I think skill-wise and just looking at the talent that we have, we're better than them. As long as Josh McDaniels doesn't overthink the game plan, right? Because he knows Bill Belichick more than anybody. And sometimes when you go against Bill, you get to overthinking yourselves and doing. He is the best guy at halftime. He's going to find the adjustments. He's going to work around shit. He did it against us last season. Can Josh, go through that and push through in the third and fourth quarter? I think so. I think that we have the better team, and I think we beat them. It's going to be a close game, though. I think we beat them by 7, maybe 3 to 7 points. It's going to be a 1-possession game, but I think that we beat New England week 6. Wasted. How you calling this, bro?
I got this as our first loss. Bill Belichick was playing with one arm behind his back last year. He had a defensive coordinator by his own volition calling the offense. Now with Bill O'Brien, that is probably, really, besides Josh McDaniel, the best person he's had as a coordinator under him. I think that Bill O'Brien kind of rights the ship and gets Mac Jones back to where he was, because Bill O'Brien, if I'm not mistaken, crossed paths with Mac Jones at Alabama, because Bill O'Brien was down in Alabama. I think he understands how to use Mac Jones. He's going to get Mac Jones going on a better trajectory. And also, what's going on with Bill Belichick, now he's not going to lose to his he rarely loses to his disciples, man. I think last year we were supposed to lose to them in a freak. Hey, thanks, sweetheart. Appreciate it. Last year we were supposed to lose to them and a freak thing happened. Jacoby Myers was a Raider before he was a Raider and threw the ball to Chandler Jones. I just don't see him losing to Josh McDaniels twice. Listen, man, the master is always greater than the student. I see this being our first loss.
Disagree. Big Mike, what you got?
Yeah, I'm going to disagree with you too, bro. And I'm going to double down and say this is going to be Mac Jones's last game as a starter.
Ooh.
I think that we're
going to be pregnant by week 1, Wasted, and he'll have that by week 6.
He already pregnant, man. He's been pregnant for the last few years with them childbearing hips. he walk around this motherfucker like, I'm getting. He just
damn, man.
I need a sandwich now.
What you got though, Big Mike? What you got?
I think we win by double digits. Okay. And I think the Patriots start the season slowly, like a 2-4, and then Bill Belichick's looking at Bailey Zappe to kind of revive the season. That's where I got. I got us winning by 10 points or more.
Zappe is a future GOAT. I've been saying that since day one. I just want people to
here we go.
I just want people to remember that. You know what I mean? I want him to be a Raider. And now that we have Josh McDaniels, it's hilarious. But it is what it is. Hammer, how you calling this, man?
I really enjoyed the annexation of Puerto Rico that the Patriots tried last year. That shit was fucking comedy to no end. Look, we know how it goes in New England for those that live in the Northeast for the most part. The last couple of years, it's been a very, very slow start for them, and then they start to pick up momentum, and it's normally like after week 6. I do see us winning this game, and probably by a 2-score game, probably like 10 to maybe 13 points, but we're getting this win.
Okay. Against that defense, man, that says a lot if you guys saying double digits, because that defense is still going to be nice.
Yeah.
So,
but it's going to be because of the offense, the reason why they lose this game.
Yep.
Okay. So at this point, we all have 4-1, right?
Yeah, I got 4-1.
Okay, 4-1. So at this point, we're going to skip week 7 because it still has not came out yet. We're going to go to week 8. This is a game, Monday Night Football, against a team that's on the uprise. You know, they're on their way up. Great coaching, great young talent, a quarterback that went from the Rams and went back to went to the Lions and revamped himself. You know, these guys were putting up big points last season. It's just the defense could not stop a nosebleed. You know what I mean? Week 8, Monday Night Football in Detroit. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I love what they did in free agency. You know, Emmanuel Mosley, Cam Sutton. They went and got a bunch of guys, Gardner Johnson. I have us losing to the Lions in Detroit. I got us going 4-2 right here. What do you guys have in week 8? We'll start with Hammer.
Look, Detroit was 1 win away from making the playoffs last year. Dan Campbell has really turned around that organization for the better. I have them right now projected to win the NFC North.
Me too.
I think it's going to be a very, very close game.
Me too.
But I'm going with us. Like, and this isn't any type of unbiased bullshit, but like, I think we end up pulling away with the win, and I think we're probably going to win by a field goal.
Okay.
I think it's going to come down to probably like the last 3 to 5 minutes of this game.
And I have the total opposite. I have the same thing you're saying, but us losing by a field goal in the last minutes. Big Mike, what you got right here, brother?
I hate to say it, man, but I think we're going to get blown out in this game. I think that this is a game where it kind of reminds me of remember what happened with in 2006 after Katrina happened with the Saints. They came out and smoked the team that they played on Monday night. Yeah. I think that crowd is going to come out. The Lions are going to be cooking. You know, it's finally something to cheer about in Detroit, and I think they're going to come out and beat us by double digits. I got the Lions winning this one by a lot.
Yeah. Hey, look, you guys, let's keep it a buck, man. Like, these guys had to their standards, right? They had a really good year last year. They went and got David Montgomery in free agency as well. I'm talking about just the offensive side of the ball because we already talked about Emmanuel Mosley and all these guys. They went and got Jahmyr Gibbs out of Alabama at 12. They went and got Jack Campbell, a guy that we were all screaming for. Sam Laporta, one of the most sneaky tight ends in this draft. They got Brian Branch. They got Hendon Hooker. Broderick Martin. I mean, look, they drafted really well. Their first round was kind of questionable because I thought they got 2 second-round talents in the first, but they went and got who they wanted. You know what I'm saying? And this is going to be a fucking really good team for many years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, Wasted, what you got this one, man?
I got us going into Detroit and beating them by 2 touchdowns. And I'm going to tell you why. You know, Dan Campbell is a guy that I still have question marks about. I still have question marks about Jared Goff. I still have question marks about the front office of the Detroit Lions. Now, the moves look good on paper, but sometimes it makes too much sense for it to be true. There have been years with the Raiders, and when you're trying to overcome, you know, years and decades of bad football and bad decisions, a lot of times I just can't see it coming together this well for them. Some of these draft picks are going to be misses. I don't see all of these draft picks being hits. I think that they went after, you know, Jack Campbell, and he was my favorite linebacker in the draft, right? But they did take him earlier than a lot of people had him projected, right? And they probably could have went another direction. They went and they got rid of a running back that actually played terrific for them and went and got another running back. So what are the odds that that's going to work out the same way it is? And then we got a guy in Jared Goff who was on the Rams with a completely loaded football team and still was the reason why they didn't win a Super Bowl. So how am I to believe that now Jared Goff has exercised his demons? He's the kind of quarterback that's going to elevate a roster instead of just driving the car. I think the Lions are very fortunate they're in a poor division. We have a coach who offensively is the cream of the crop. Now, I'm not saying he's one of the best coaches in the league. He hasn't won and established himself as that. But as a play caller, Josh McDaniels is a top 5 play caller in the National Football League. I think we have a lot of talent. And I think this is one of those games where Devontae Adams is going to get off. We're winning.
Okay. So Wasted got us 5-1 at this point. Me and Hammer got 4-2 at this point. Yep. Big Man, what you got, brother?
Yeah, 4-2. I got 4-2 as well.
We're taking the L?
Yeah. Detroit. We still talking about Detroit, right? Yeah, definitely Detroit. I said blowout for this one.
Oh, yeah.
You said that. Look, listen, man, I got to see it more than 1 year in a row. You got to prove it to me. You know, I'm not just going to go off of the fact that Jared Goff played pretty good last year.
I understand that completely.
You got to show it to me.
Yeah. All right, man, but this is the thing. This year, Detroit believes that their division is up for grabs for sure. With Aaron Rodgers gone, you know what I mean? Chicago revamping their thing, Green Bay starting from scratch, Minnesota struggling on the defensive side of the ball last year. Like, they know that this division is up for grabs, and they're going to go full all out. So Wasted got it 5-1. We all three have it at 4-2 at this point. Yeah. Shout to my brothers Hammer and Wasted, you know, my Northeast brothers. I love that, you know what I mean? My guys are Raiders through and through, you know what I mean? But we are facing in week 9 at home at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, a Giants team that is coming off of a playoff berth. You know, they went out and got our tight end, Darren Waller, in free agency. They still have Wan'Dale Robinson. They went and drafted Deontay Banks in round 1. They got some O-line help in round 2. They went and got Jalen Hyatt, one of our favorite wide receivers, in the 3rd round out of Tennessee. Eric Gray, another running back that's sneaky out of Oklahoma, with Saquon Barkley kind of question marks, right? Because of the franchise tag. They got some corner help. They kind of cleaned up a little bit in the draft. You know what I mean? And I believe this Giants team is going to be really good. I think they're gonna fight to win that division, but I think that we beat them at home. I think we actually beat them by a touchdown. I have us beating the Giants and Allegiant Stadium to be 5-2. Big Mike, how you feeling?
I think the Raiders win this game. The Giants, to me, they were really streaky last year. They started off really hot early, and then they kind of sputtered late. I think it's going to kind of even out. We're going to see them kind of be an 8-8, 9-8 kind of type of team, and I think they're going to struggle on the road. And I don't see us losing many games at home this season. I have us like 6-2, 6-3 at home. So this one's definitely a win, and I think Darren Waller is going to drop a touchdown in the end zone.
Talk that shit. He might not even be there.
There you go.
Go ahead, Hammer. What you got, bro?
Waller's return to Vegas, if he stays healthy, that is. The Giants did look good last year, made a playoff appearance, won one game in the playoffs against a formidable offense in the Minnesota Vikings. I think it's going to be a close game. I really do, especially with the weapons that they did bring in. But realistically, at this point in time, offensively, the best receiver that they have on that team right now is Darren Waller. That's not an insult. It's a fucking fact of life right now. Mm-hmm. If he's there come week 9, good luck. Because he's going to have to go against some dogs in these linebackers right now. And I know our depth chart isn't that deep, but I'm really convinced with Bernie and Thomas, and like our linebacking core could be good. And who's to say we don't get a veteran linebacker after June 1st?
Kyle Van Noy.
Like your fucking life depended on it. I've been screaming for this dude for the last 3 or 4 years. Every time, don't start your shit. Every time he's become a free agent, he has been a guy on my radar that I would have loved to have in the silver and black. If we can get him here on a league vet minimum, I'm here for it. I see us winning by 10 points.
Let's go. Waste it. What you got, brother?
Thing with the Giants is, Vanilla Vic has been balling. Daniel Jones, I call him Vanilla Vic.
I don't know why you call him that.
Terrible. I can't believe you said it.
Yo, he's been balling. But the thing about Daniel Jones is he's always been an up and down streaky player. That's how he played in college. That's how he's played. It was when he's been in the National Football League. And Waller the baller and Saquon Barkley, if both healthy, this will be a game that'll be a tough win for us. But what are the odds that 2 of the most injury-prone players in football are completely healthy at this point in the season?
Yeah. Well, considering Saquon doesn't have a contract yet, he might be very, very healthy.
but
I agree, though. I agree.
But on the real, I see Darren Waller, get into the New York hip-hop scene, trying to make a whack drill record. And, just going into that dark good night. I don't see Darren Waller being as focused on football as we would think. And if they don't have him out there, if you're dependent on Wan'Dale Robinson to be your number 1 receiver, then you got a problem with a quarterback that's not very accurate. We are going to win this game.
Hey, let's not underestimate that defense, though. That defense, they paid Dexter. You know what I mean? They paid their guys. Like, bro, like this is
still got Leonard Williams.
Leonard Williams is still there. Like that defense is going to be stout this year. You know what I mean? But I believe our offense, and people may kill me for this, our offense is going to be better than that defense. Yeah. So that's
our offense. I think our offense, to be honest, and that's the reason why I'm picking. A lot of people think I'm being a homer with this stuff. I see what people don't realize is last year we would have been 12-4 last year had we not given a lot of games away. Our offense, man, was losing by the thinnest of margins. And what we've gone out and done is we filled holes offensively, and we have a quarterback that will be able to execute this offense at the level it's supposed to be executed when we're throwing the football, I think we're going to be a lot better than people think.
Okay.
To touch on what you said with Daniel Jones, though, like, look, his first few years in the league, like, suspect as fuck. Insert Brian Dable. All of a sudden, this dude finds this kid's strengths, and all of a sudden leads this Giants franchise to the playoffs. Like, I'm still not convinced right now. Like, he got a contract extension, which still blows my mind for how much he got. I would have given him one of those 1 year improve it type deals like Gino's getting, another deal like DC is getting. Yeah. I feel like the jury's still not out on Daniel Jones right now. I think year 2 under Dable's system is really going to be a show and prove and see what he truly is capable of as being that team's franchise quarterback.
So all of us at this point have us at 5-2 pretty much, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So week 10, what I'm hearing, you guys, is that we have another primetime game. It hasn't been released yet, but from what I'm hearing is we are playing the New York Jets week 10 Sunday Night Football. Okay. That's what I'm hearing. So we know that they went and got Aaron Rodgers. They went and got out, Alan Lazard. They still have Breece Hall and a bunch of these young guys coming back in year 2. And to be real with you, Randall Cobb as well, an older guy in the slot, but they had a really good draft. You know what I mean? Like in round 1, they went out and got a defensive end out of Iowa State, Will McDonald, the 4th dog. They added to this defense like crazy in this draft. Who else did they get? They went and got – hold on. There was a receiver, right? Tippmann. They got Joe Tippmann, the offensive lineman out of Wisconsin, which I think was going to be a steal for them. They're trying to protect Aaron Rodgers as much as possible. Then we got Carter Warren, another offensive tackle at a Pitt. So they're building up the trenches on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know how to really say this running back's name. It was Israel Abanikata, I believe, out of Pitt. A sneaky 5th-round grab that they went and got to back up Breece Hall. They went and got Zaire Barnes, another linebacker out of Western Michigan. So they're just adding to that defense because they have a defensive-minded head coach. But, the Jets went all in. They got Zach Kuntz in the 7th round. You know what I mean? A guy that we were all high on in terms of the passing game, right? Not blocking. And the guy's going to get cooked. He's going to get sat on his ass if you sit him out there and have him try and block. But they're playing the Jets, prime time. They're coming off of a high of, signing Aaron Rodgers and so on and so forth. He's going to want to win that game. Devontae is going to want that game more than anything because of Aaron Rodgers and that relationship, that brotherly love. Week 10, I'm going to be real with you guys. We're playing the Jets. This is a team that's on the uprise. I have us winning this game, actually.
Okay.
6-2. What's up?
Come on, bro. Come on, man. Look, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
You started off. Hold on. You started off like 4. No, I don't want to hear no. Come on, man. Shit. Fuck what you talking about.
No. Look, see, this is the thing. This is the first Hall of Fame quarterback we're facing now, right? And when you face a Hall of Fame quarterback, you normally have to beat that guy. You have to go, you have to beat him, and you got to shut him down with your defense. And the problem with the Raiders is our roster is in the middle point of transitioning to a dominant, talented roster. We don't have the kind of dogs that the Jets have over there. And now the problem with the Jets was always the quarterback. Now that's not an issue. And the one issue that we have is our linebackers in the middle of the football.
How many years did we see that wasted? We seen that last year. Denver was a quarterback away and went 5-12. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but like I was so rudely interrupted by saying, yeah. Wait a minute. Wait.
Fucking scream.
I'm adding that to the collection next.
Yo, listen. I'm trying to be unbiased here, bro. The Jets have a really talented defense. Robert Saleh is a great defensive play caller.
Definitely. Sauce Gardner, Quinn Williams, they have a phenomenal.
And now you got Aaron, and he ain't going to lose. He's not giving any games away like Zach Wilson did. The Jets are going to be a tough tough.
Not the same Aaron Rodgers wasted. If you
Bro,
watch him last year,
what in the fuck was that?
Somebody's motorcycle came by.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Big Mike, what you doing? The show
I
from your
thought that
yard?
was a jet. I thought it was a jet.
Motherfucker doing it. He doing it right up under the fucking highway underpass. Big Mike live.
Right from the 101 freeway.
I'm
Live
telling
from
you.
101.
No, but
Man.
listen, this is gonna be a tough game. Like this is not a game I think we're gonna come out and just win off the rip. But like, this is a tough one. But like, I'm gonna be real, bro. I look at the Jets, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of them.
I'm not afraid either, but I don't think that you're gonna get when you're playing a roster that's that talented. A lot of times you beat them because they beat themselves. You're not getting that with the Jets this year.
Pause.
You motherfucker. Yo, but you are not going to get that this year. Even if Aaron Rodgers is not Aaron Rodgers circa 2009, he's still Aaron Rodgers. You're not just beating him like that, bro. And you're not just beating his team like that.
All right. What we got? Wait, Big Mike, what you got, bro?
I think the Raiders lose this game. If we were playing the Jets like week 2, week 3, I think we have them. But I think they're going to gel as an offense. Aaron Rodgers is going to gel with the receivers, and I think he's going to come in and they're going to win by a touchdown. It's going to be a close game, but I think the Jets are going to win this game.
What you got, Hammer?
There's a track record with the New York Jets. They always seem to have this thing where they go for these veteran quarterbacks, these quarterbacks that were once upon a time some of the best quarterbacks in the league. Michael Vick, Vinny Testaverde, Boomer Esiason, the list goes on, right?
Mm-hmm.
They also drafted 2 guys in 2022 that were the offensive rookie of the year in Garrett Wilson, defensive rookie of the year in Sauce Gardner.
Hold on. Oh, real quick. Easy. I promise you, brother. Shit gonna get real in a minute.
Hey, listen, I just said the Jets are gonna beat us.
Yo,
hey, easy. I promise you, bro. Trust me, shit about to get real in a minute.
Easy.
Just bear with it, bro. Bear with it.
Out there, I've been putting this out there that I did not want to give any type of fucking predictions until at least after week 3 of the regular season. So everything I'm giving you guys right now is unofficial. All right, I'm putting it out there now.
That's because
disclaimer: this shit is unofficial. I don't give a fuck. But anyways, I don't know how I feel about Aaron Rodgers now as a New York Jet. And like I said, we've seen this movie before with them, and I've said it 1,000 times, and New York Jets equals QB purgatory. I think we win this game. I do.
And we're going off of the roster that we have right now, you guys. There's still going to be plenty of moves after June 1st. There's going to be so many different, this roster is going to look totally different.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wave. Yes, unofficial.
But listen, Hammer, you harken back to the Jets getting quarterbacks that are a little long in the tooth, right? When they got Vinny Testaverde, where did the Jets wind up at? They wound up a play away from the Super Bowl. When they went and got Brett Favre, they were in the playoffs. So it's not always a bad thing. And when they got Boomer, they were one of the worst teams in football back then. You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to count that. And Michael Vick, they didn't get him to come in and start for the Jets. So Aaron Rodgers has a lot more left in his skill set than anybody that we named.
But
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, bro. Vic played for the Jets too. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You don't remember that?
Yeah, bro. I remember Philly and Pittsburgh, and I just fell off.
I'm pretty sure that the Jets was after the dog fighting shit. That's how he came back into the league.
No, but all the teams were after the dog fighting.
Right?
Philly,
That was the Eagles. That was the Eagles, bro. But
Philly, Pittsburgh.
Aaron Rodgers has a lot more left than these guys. Like, when you talk about the Peyton Mannings of the world, guys like that, these are guys that were coming off of injuries and things like that. Aaron Rodgers is healthy.
Wasted if these guys they drafted on the offensive line can block for him. That's it.
Yeah.
Like that, I'm saying with Becton, I believe he lost a lot of weight, and they didn't pick up his 5th-year option, and then like they went and drafted a center, a guard, a tackle. Like
Elijah Vera Tucker is a baller.
No, bro, the USC, he could be an all-pro guard at the next level for years to come.
He's a baller. They got a center. Mekhi Becton just hasn't been healthy, but Mekhi Becton, when he's out there, is a dog, and then the kid they got last year is a dog. The offensive line is going to be fine. The thing with Mekhi Becton, he's a bigger guy. He's a guy who's had some injury concerns. He's had to lose weight because of that extra weight he's carrying. He's taking care of that. This team is going to be very formidable in the AFC this year.
Let's do this. Let's do this. We all have pretty much at this point. I think. Do we all? What do we have it at?
I'm at 5-3 right now.
I am too.
Okay, win, loss, win. We're talking about the Jets, right?
Jesus
Yes,
Christ. Shut up.
Okay. All right. We're gonna skip week 11 because that still has not been revealed yet. There's a few teams that we don't know yet. The Bears, the Colts, a few other teams, right? We'll just skip over to week 12. We went to week 10. There's no 11 yet. We'll go to 12. Versus the Chiefs in Allegiant Stadium. I'm gonna be real with you guys. This doesn't really take a lot out of me. We lose. So go ahead. We lose to Kansas City in Vegas.
Hey, so I said it before. I don't think we're gonna lose too many games at home. I think we steal this one. This is the game we steal. It's a personal thing too. They're playing Ring Around the Rosie at home last time. You know, they filled the stadium full of red. We got to change that. We can't lose another game to KC at home. They fill up the stadium with their fans. We got to defend the house. I think the Raiders win this game by less than a touchdown. I think it's going to be a close one, but I think we'll win this one.
Okay. Yeah. So I got the L. Bro got the W. Hammer, what you got?
I don't know. Realistic, like at this point in the season, like again, like I rather see what we really have come 53-man roster and see what we do the first couple of weeks. Like this right here, to exactly what Mike said, that Ring Around the Rosie bullshit and just constantly beating the dog shit out of us year in, year out. Like it's definitely something that's
is there dolphins fucking in your background? Like
what's going on, bro? Geese or some shit.
Bro, it sounded like two dolphins we're making love, bro.
Out of those fucking Canadian geese are these two fucking dogs like two houses over. They never shut the fuck up. I fucking hate those dogs. I really do. I like that. Appreciate you, Rob. I don't know. I very, very questionable about this game. But ultimately I have a feeling the Chiefs are going to run away with it. Like Mike, you said that we had to see a red last year, right?
Yeah.
I think we're going to have a lot more Raider fans in Allegiant this coming season.
Hope so.
Most specifically Jimmy Garoppolo fans, because most of the chicks that he's banged are probably going to be in the stands for him. Probably holding up fraternity tests here and there too. But yeah, I don't see us getting a win here. I really don't.
So we all put our bid in on this one, right?
Anthony, it's not him, Anthony. It's not him. He's quiet. That's not him, dude.
Wasted. What you got, bro?
Man, bro, I hate the Chiefs with the fire of 1,000 suns.
Child support.
And every listen, I don't know anything about that.
I do.
I was married before I had both of my children, and I hope I never know what that feels like. But what I will tell you is this. I know that the Chiefs are probably going to beat us both times this year. But I can't pick them. Fuck the Chiefs. Yeah. Fuck Kermit Mahomes. That motherfucker with his bird beak. Fat ass Andy Reid looking like a fat Ronald McDonald. Fuck both of them.
I am the walrus.
And their fucking nonsense with their Ring Around the Rosie. You know what I hope happens? I hope fucking Max Crosby picks up Patrick Mahomes and T-Bone slams him on his back like the jabroni he is, and we get a win. God damn it.
Old fucking yat. I like that.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest, man. I just fucking I can't pick them. I can't skip me. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Fuck them.
Fuck them against one.
This motherfucker, man. All right. Week 12, we're talking about the Chiefs. We have to skip week 13 because that has not came out yet. We'll go to week 14 at home, playing a team that their offense was just going last season. They lost a veteran wide receiver to me that was like the heartbeat, right, of that offense with Adam Thielen. They went out and got Addison out of USC. They still have Justin Jefferson, one of the greatest wide receivers, but I think Jefferson definitely got a lot of attention off of him, even with Adam Thielen being at 31 or 32 years old. It looks as though they're going to move on from Dalvin Cook after June 1st. They're trying to get rid of him as well. That defense looked like shit. This is a Duke Shelley revenge fucking game, son. We beat the fuck out of the Minnesota Vikings. What's up? Beat the shit out of them. Derek Carr ain't around no more. The Kirk Cousins DC comparison. That shit is done, son. We beat the fuck out these motherfuckers. What's up?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Is Dalvin Cook still playing for the Minnesota Vikings?
Gone.
So if Dalvin Cook is
Madison's gonna be running the ball for him.
So if the Dalvin Cook is not playing for the
he's fucking done, son.
Yo, shout out to Wilson Whiskey, right?
You need to plug Happy Dad a little bit more, man. That's your official drink, man.
Yeah, listen, man. I am a happy dad.
Real quick, before we go there, I gotta say this. It's funny because Hammer said happy dad, and next thing I know,
look at this happy dad.
Hey to Cody.
What up?
Yo, shout out to our brother, Raider Cody, blackoutdivision.com. Before we get back into our spiel about this whole stuff, we have a huge announcement to make today, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been waiting a long time now. I've been working on this for months, guys. Tropicana, we are back. Super pumped on it. Tropicana has been a place that I loved working with in the past. Ownership change last year was different for us, so we couldn't make a full season commitment. This year, even though there's rumors of demolishment with the A's, there could be some sort of verbal discussion going on there. Nothing is official. Nothing is going to happen this season. We are full go for the season at Tropicana and ready for what it brings. What up, chat? I see the chat room in there. Woods and Whiskey hitting y'all hard. What's going on?
I got a little bit of Hennessy and Woods and Whiskey involved, so yeah, it's definitely hitting me today.
Let's go.
I need some more Happy Dad in my life.
Uh-oh. Death row at that. So for those who do not know what the hell Cody is saying, you guys, Blackout Tropicana, we will be there every home game the night before, doing our thing, podcasting, partying. It's going to be lit. It's going to be a movie. For those who have never been to Tropicana before, let me tell y'all something real quick, man. The first time I went to the Blackout party, before I was really even a part of it like that, I was a part of it, but I wasn't really there yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
That shit was crazy. And I'm not saying that just because this is family and this is what we're doing. Like, that shit was insane. So I just want you guys to know, you come to Las Vegas, Blackout party, Tropicana the night before, we are going to have a ball.
No, I'm pumped. So what are our thoughts right now on the schedule, right? So what do we have? When's the first party at Tropicana? Is that week 3? Is that what we're thinking?
Pittsburgh, week 3. We're on the road, Denver and Buffalo back to back, and then we come home. So
I like that. I'm weird about it, but I like it.
I am too. No, let's ask Cody real quick. Man, you here now, bro. We're not going to do this. We're not going to bring you in and just do this endorsement shit. Okay. So we're going into what week are we going into right now, Wasted? Where are we at? Do you know?
14.
Week 4. Wait, are we at week 14 already? Yeah, because we skipped over a couple of weeks. That's why I got a little confused.
Yeah.
That's not Christmas, is it? Is it Christmas yet? No.
No,
let's do this quick. Look, we're going to do a straight shot with Cody. Week 1 in Denver. What you got?
Oh, I mean, we own the Donkeys, right? So I think we got to keep the streak going. Jimmy G, that's how he needs to prove himself right then and there. Keep the hope alive, and Raider fans keep on rolling, baby. What is that? I mean, is that 6 straight? How many times have we beat them?
7. I think it's 7, right?
It could be. It could be.
Somewhere around there.
It's enough. It's enough. I'll take it.
Week 2, Baltimore. What you got? I'm sorry.
Buffalo.
Buffalo. Ooh, that's a tough one. Luckily, we're facing them in September then. So good advantage on us, even though we always get Kansas City in shout out to Black Sunday in the chat. So
Keep it a buck, bro. Keep it a buck, bro.
that's tough. I'm the guy that wakes up every Sunday, with the knowledge that the Raiders could win. But that's tough, man. I mean, a young team, I think, that's still meshing on offense could be a little rude awakening, and it might be the first test where we see where the team has to bounce back. So that's going to be a challenge early on in the season, and I don't know. I don't know if I see it yet.
So Wasted was the only one that had us winning that game. We all had us taking the L.
I mean, hey, there's an element of surprise. You know what I mean? It's a team that in an offense and a group that's only going to have really 1 week of film on them. So, man, if we can, get it clicking already, then yeah, I could see it.
Okay, so you know what? We're just going to go off of what we keep because I want to get Cody's assessment, a full assessment on one of our Blackout podcasts. Can we do that?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to continue going from what we were doing. Vikings. I had us winning. Wasted, what you had?
I didn't. Cody came in when I was about to make my prediction.
Hey, yo.
Yo, see, y'all reaching now, bro. Don't start the pause Olympics with Cody on him.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man.
Nah, man. Fuck all y'all, man. Nah, but in all seriousness, the Raiders these are those games that are going to show that whether we're a good football team or not. This is a game that the Raiders really should win because if Dalvin Cook isn't there anymore now, and Adam Thielen isn't there anymore, now you can blanket cover Jefferson. Now you're dependent on Madison to be a starter, which he's always been a really good running back as a backup, but we don't know what he'll give you as a starting player. And then Kirk Cousins is woefully basic. I have the Raiders going in there and kicking the Vikings' ass.
Okay. Hammer, what you got?
Winning by like a touchdown plus.
I agree.
It's the Vikings. No, I'm joking. I don't know, man. I think that this is going to be most like I feel it. Still don't know who really our number one corner is, but I feel that this could potentially be a blowout.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I like that.
I'd love to. Are you saying we blow them out? Because I'd love to see our team blow somebody out. I feel like it's been a while.
I think that game is we're gonna win by a blowout. That's how I feel.
Big Mike, what you got, man?
This is one of those games I think is gonna is gonna get away from us. I don't think we're gonna win this game. I think we'll lose this one close. The Vikings, they got what it takes on offense. Now, if they can tune up that defense, because that defense was ass last year, right?
Bad.
If they can just play a little bit better on defense, they got something cooking over there, and I think that they're going to win by a small margin in this game.
So hold on, I want to do this real quick before you move on. So, the Vikings, they had a really good draft. You know what I mean? They went and got Jordan Addison in round 1, the receiver out of USC. To basically, Adam Thielen's gone. They went and got Mekhi Blackman out of USC in round 3. They didn't have a second round pick. I thought that was a reach because this guy was mostly available in the 5th, 6th, 7th round. But I do like him. They went back-to-back USC guys. They got Jay Ward, the safety out of LSU in round 4. Then they went LSU again with Jacqueline Roy, the nose tackle, which I think is a sneaky pick for them. But yeah, this to me, they didn't really have a great draft. They went and got Jaron Hall out of BYU in round 5. And then they went and got Dwayne McBride, which can be a sneaky running back in round 7 to basically take Dalvin Cook's spot if they move on from him.
You know what? I want to say something too. I normally, when we do lives, I don't normally really read the chat too much, and I don't normally because we got a show to do, right? But I want to say something. I see a lot of people who, anytime we have the Raiders winning, they say get real. And to me, if that is the stance you're going to take, then turn your colors in now.
But not even that. But why do we do this? So if we all want to come over here and say we're going to go 4-13, then why are we doing this shit?
And that's my point. Don't come to me when we're telling you why we think the Raiders have a chance to win. We're giving you schematically why, when, and how. If you think that the Raiders are going to be terrible, then why even watch Raider YouTube?
Right.
Some of you motherfuckers think that just because one guy left, that we're going to lose every game. Don't come to me with that bullshit. Don't leave it on my comments. If you're coming with that negative shit, man, go that way.
Y'all know who you are, too.
I'm sick of it because I normally don't say anything, bro. I'm getting tired of that shit, bro.
Y'all know who you are,
We had
too.
a great draft,
Bro,
we have a coach that I feel like is going in the right direction. Don't come in my chat with that bullshit, bro.
Waste it. So I put out a tweet earlier, right? And I said basically, like, I see everybody crying already about us having this game against the Chiefs on Christmas, right? Where it's like, everybody was like, oh my God, my Christmas is already ruined. We're going to die. And my Christmas is going to be fucking terrible. Why? Like, bro, like, this is any given Sunday, brother. Like, we've seen teams get worse year in and year out. We've seen teams get better year in and year out. We've seen the passing of the guard year in and year out. And not even at this point, look, what's funny is I can even say this. By week 16, the Chiefs may even be fucking 17-0 or 15-0 or some shit. And then it's like, let's just bench everybody. Like, you don't know what the hell happens. Or
you don't know if Patrick Mahomes is going to
get
out
bad.
of camp.
Yeah.
You don't know if he's going to get out of camp. And see, the thing about it is, what's realistic? At this point, nothing's realistic. We don't know whose rosters what.
I was going to say that. How are you going to be real when we're just making predictions? What's real? Now your negative opinion all of a sudden is more real than us just thinking positive. That makes sense.
But Cody, did you see the guy earlier that was like, they basically said like, oh, I forgot what he said. He tagged me and you and was like, I wish I could be fans like you guys, you delusional motherfuckers or some shit. Right?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was like it was funny because it's like, yo, bro, like we just love this team and you know, year in and year out, we can go into this negative. It doesn't help the cause. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh man,
I want to go into this thinking we're revamping this thing. I'm happy. I'm just excited, and I'm hoping that we can win. We can tally up a bunch of wins. So at the end of the day, if y'all want to be around some negative Nancy ass motherfuckers, go find some other shit on YouTube. Go find some other podcasts. Trust me, they're out there. Some guys that will kill our team and tell y'all week in and week out they're Raider fans. Go ahead. It is what it is.
Listen, we got some people out there that'll tell you how the Raiders are terrible and how, you know, Derek Carr was the son of God and how John Gruden got screwed over and over and over again. I'm not going to fucking do that, bro. That's not what I do. That's not what none of us do, bro. And to be honest with you, bro, at this point, we got to look at what happened last year. Why did we lose so many games last year? We didn't get our asses beat because the team was terrible. It was a play here, there, and I think we've corrected some of the things schematically that was wrong with this team. I think we're going to be a lot better than we were last year. I do. Okay, so, I truly believe that.
So let's do this. Speaking of being a better team, we're going to go into week 16 in Kansas City, Arrowhead, Christmas Day. I'm going to start with Big Mike. You know what? Before I do that, I have us winning on Christmas Day. How about that? Go ahead, Big Mike.
Man, this game.
Why is there an echo?
Somebody's echoing.
Yeah, somebody's echoing.
Is it me?
When you talked, it didn't do anything.
That's me.
I don't think it's me.
No, but hey, real talk. Like, everybody be shocked by that on Christmas Day? I got to swing.
I'm looking forward to watching the game on Nickelodeon.
I'm not.
Hey, Jimmy G's about to get slimed by a bunch of bitches. I'm telling you that. Like, real.
That shit is fun to watch. That shit is fun to watch on Nickelodeon.
Isn't that called neon mud wrestling?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, man. Nick.
You came on, weren't you?
Big Mike, what you got?
This game reminded me of like when a team schedules a bad team in high school for a homecoming game because they think they can win the game. I really think the Raiders should really take this game personally, to be honest with you. Christmas Day in Arrowhead, they think it's a lock. They're going to try to embarrass us on Nickelodeon. Patrick Starr is going to be talking a bunch of shit about the Raiders. You know, it's going to be one of those things, and I think the Raiders really need to take this personally. I'm taking it personally, and the
All right,
fans
y'all.
should take it personally.
Real quick. I'm gonna do this.
I'm going to ESPN.
Hold on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring it on the screen real quick.
Fuck.
The official, it's officially released. So we're gonna finish.
Ooh.
I promise you guys,
Ooh.
we're gonna finish this up. Let me bring it up on the screen. Let me see. I'll probably end up getting low key demonetized for this shit, but it is what it is.
We all get demonetized. It's all good.
Yeah. All right. So let me share this real quick, you guys. We're gonna do this. Boom, boom. Shout out to our brother Raider Cody, man, pulling up on us and talking some shit. Let me see. Boom.
Oh.
We should have fucking drove out there.
I ain't driving nowhere.
I would have drove. Miss Douglas,
Share
how
it
you
with
doing?
everyone. Thanks, Holly.
I've never counted the raindrops. They're falling from the sky.
We could have cooked this shit, but you know.
Is that Rocky Dennis? A mess.
You're going to hell, bro.
I'll meet you there, brother.
Gasoline drizzle.
I am here giving a report on how the city of Las Vegas is bustling in preparation for football's biggest game. In my opinion,
We have the schedule released.
Raider Nation, we've got the dates.
Grav, I want to just say, man, this is 2 minutes of my life I can never get back. This is horrible. Wasn't worth it at all.
Wasted. There's many minutes I can never get back from you either.
Oh my God, we got Raider Nation. We got
A
dates.
veritable hour.
We got dates.
Really? T-Pain?
The Raider dates are out. What games we hitting?
Beat this shit up.
So what up, Q?
Hey, Cube, the schedule's in. We got the dates.
Thanks, Kelly. I appreciate it.
They
Hey,
should
yo,
have performed that
Raider
shit.
Nation. We got the dates. We got the dates. What I'm talking about.
No way.
We got the
Fuck.
Give us the dates then.
Good morning.
Oh my God.
Good to see everybody. Got the quick announcement to make. We have the dates.
I'm done.
Hey, Dave here. Hey, man, I know you're at the camp, but I got some good news. We got the dates.
Man, I can't hear you.
Tell everyone.
All right, man, I got you. I got to lift more weights? I think that's what he said, man. I got to eat more grapes? I think that's what he said, man.
Got the quick announcement to make. We have the dates.
Oh, that's what he meant. Oh, that's what he meant? Oh, dates. I got y'all.
Garoppolo had a whole lot of ass in his mouth.
Just show the fucking schedule.
There we go.
Okay. Buffalo Sunday Night Football.
Hey, we got the dates. Yeah, we got the dates, Jimmy. Oh, right.
Chicago week 7.
I wrote mine. I should have went. Let's say, oh.
Dolphins week 11. We have the Jets right.
Maybe no. All right, let's go. Oh, your active face.
Bye week week 13. God.
Wait, you can't see my feet, can you?
So we got New Year's off.
Yeah. And then the Colts week 17.
Got the
There we
Colts
go.
on New Year's Eve.
Huh. Oh, so it's not New Year's.
Yeah, we got the Colts New Year's Eve. Okay.
So there we have it.
Oh shit. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach,
I got a date for you, man. I got a date, man. Hey, man, this was the date I thought about jumping off of a fucking bridge watching that boring shit, man. It was fucking terrible, man. I tell you. Hey, Raider Cody, man, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, John. Good to see you, John.
Hey, man, Raider Cody, man, let me tell you something, man.
Mm-hmm.
You might be one of the finest content creators out there, man. You've done a great job for Raider Nation.
I appreciate that, Coach.
Hey, man,
Appreciate
I just want to know something, man. When are you going to grow some facial hair, man? You look like a 13-year-old boy, man. What the hell's going on?
Hey, just because your facial hair can't grow on top of your head, I don't want to hear it.
Hey, man, listen. I got facial hair on top of my head, on my back, everywhere else in between, man. But let me tell you something, man. Hey, guys, man. Listen, I just wanted to pull up because it's been a long time since I've been on screen, man. I want to tell the Graphk Raider, fuck him. Hammer, let me tell you something, man. That beard you have is luxurious, man, and I envy it. Do me a favor. When you go get a haircut this weekend, take some of that hair, put it in an envelope, and mail it to Cody so he can look like a fucking adult. Hey, Big Mike Raider, man. Thick framed guy. Love you, man. Love all your content, man. Well, let me tell you something, man. If you think that the Raiders are going to fucking lose to the Buffalo Bills, you're smoking D&D, buddy. We're going there to win, man. We're going to be breaking tables all up in Buffalo, man. I just want to say, knock on wood if you're with me, man. And everybody in the chat, man, if you guys don't think the Raiders are going to be good this year, you guys can kiss my entire ass. You have a good day.
Dummy. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I kind of lost where we were in terms of like predictions.
We were talking
week 14, week 15, something like that.
We were talking KC week 16.
So we were talking about KC week 16. No, were we that first?
Well, you brought up Christmas Day.
Okay, so we had that. We did not talk about the Chargers. What week is that? Week 4. I have us beating them at home. Or no, I'm sorry. On the we're at
It doesn't matter. It's the same thing.
So I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like we split it with the Chargers. We beat them once, we lose once.
Yeah. It's normally like that. But you know the crazy thing, I have it being in reverse. I have them coming here and beating us, and us beating them in our second home, Los Angeles.
Yeah. We go 3-3 in our division. That's how I call it. 3-3. We literally like Denver finally gets one out of us, but I think it's in Allegiant. I think we beat them week 1, but we go 3-3 in our division.
4-2 in our division.
Okay. All right.
So
I got to
do Peyton improving at all.
No,
definitely.
Definitely,
that's what I'm saying. I could see us splitting the baby in our division. To be honest with you,
I'm looking like this, right? I got us 10-7. 10-7. I got us beating Denver. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I got 10 wins.
So are we going to Buffalo? That's what I want to know about the schedule. Are we going to Buffalo?
I thought we were supposed to go to London, but now we're playing in Buffalo.
Let's go.
No, I mean, like, are we going to Buffalo? Not the Raiders. Yeah, I got a table with my name on it.
Let's go. Come on. Look, I got connections in Buffalo. I shot music videos in Buffalo. Let's go. What's up?
You going to Buffalo? Let's go. I'm with you.
I think that's going to be my away game this year is Buffalo.
Shit.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's do it.
You know what? I'm going to line up a club up there. Somewhere we can get a table and just vibe out. That's on me. That's on me.
Works for me. Hey, I got to run. Graphk, we going to run a record audio pod later?
Yes.
Okay, hit me when you're off.
I'm going to hit you.
All right, see you guys later.
My brother.
See you later, Raider Cody.
Hey, Wasted. Kiss my my bells. All right.
Yo, shout out to Woodson Whiskey too.
Hey, before Cody leaves, real quick, once again, Tropicana. It's official.
That's right.
That is our home this year, you guys.
Free party. Come on in, have a good time. Drink specials. Like the third closest hotel to the stadium. Book your room there. Plan a trip. Come have a good time with us. Get in the mix. Party bus rides, tailgates, night before parties. We will send you home hurting. Come on.
There you have it. My brother, later, Jeff. I'll see you. We're going to shoot our podcast after this. So I'll see you soon.
Catch us in the morning. Later.
One. Shout out to our brother, Raider Cody. So, I mean, technically, y'all, let me just bring this up real quick. We're just going to do this shit real fast because we kind of just bounced all over the place.
Yeah.
We're just going to do this real quick. Shout out to our brother, Sanjit. He just put this up right here.
Thank God.
Right there. So,
get the fuck out of here.
What?
So NFL.com right now is breaking down the Jets schedule, their 2023 schedule. So they had the Jets beating us. And right now, I can't remember who this dude is. I don't really give a fuck. But they had the Jets at finishing 13-4.
Yeah, right. Come on.
Get the fuck out of here.
What, the Jets finishing 13-4?
He has the Jets losing to the Chiefs.
My brothers missed the playoffs and added Aaron Rodgers and Almo Lazard.
He has them losing to the Chiefs, the Eagles, the Bills, and the Dolphins. That's it. He has them finishing 13-4. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man. Well, look, man. I have them being more like 11-5 or something. Well, not 11-5, but 11-6 or something like that. You know what I mean? But I have them winning that division through tiebreakers. That's a really good division. The only problem with the Jets and they're the only team that I know that they don't really have a question mark. Like all around the roster. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be what he is. With Josh Allen, I think Josh Allen, even though he's supposedly the most, talented quarterback in that division, he hasn't looked good consistently for like a while. And the Tua Tagovailoa is an injury concern. And then your backup there is not really the guy that, you're going to win games with. You know what I mean? He's a decent backup, but if Tua goes down, they're in trouble, man.
The Raiders play the Cowboys in preseason. We're going. I didn't know that.
Are you going to give Hammer his plane ticket down there to watch it?
Nah.
Yeah, man, but on the real, man, I can see the Jets winning that division. I could, but fuck the Jets. To be quite honest with you, man, when you look at the Raiders, right? I'm looking at the Raiders and I'm looking at us going into Chicago, and that's a game that's a toss up, but we can beat the Bears. That's a game we should win. I think the Dolphins, if Tua's there, that's a tough one. They got a great secondary, but if Tua's hurt, which I'm gonna be honest with you, man, I don't think Tua Tagovailoa is ever going to be right. I think he got his brain scrambled in a real way.
Me too.
I don't think he's going to be playing when we face them. I think we got that win. I think the Giant win, that's a game that we should probably win. The Colts, we should definitely win that, especially if Anthony Richardson is playing. He's a rookie. That's a game we should win. I think we split the baby with the Denver Broncos. I think
so our bye week is week 4.
No, our bye week is week.
Oh, it's week 13.
Yeah, that's a great week to have a bye.
That is good.
It goes this way. Okay. So, all right, let's do this. I had them beating Denver, losing to Buffalo, beating Pittsburgh. In LA, we're gonna split it. I think we're gonna lose to the Chargers. So 2-2. Beat Green Bay 3-2. Beat the Patriots 4-2. Beat Chicago 5-2. Lose to Detroit 5-3. Beat the Giants 6-3. I really feel like we're going to beat the Jets 7-3. Lose to the Dolphins. That secondary is crazy. 7-4. Lose to the Chiefs 7-5. Bye week. Then beat Minnesota 8-5. 9-5 against the Chargers. 10-5 against Kansas City. Damn, I might have us winning actually 11 games and beating Indianapolis, and then losing to Denver in the last game. 11 games.
This look exactly what it is, an opinion, and this is what I have to say to your opinion.
Tell me,
yeah. So
we're not beating a single team in the AFC East. You're bugging.
So we can't beat. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of cold weather games, and that's another plus for us as well. We don't have a lot of cold weather games. I think that this coaching staff can get kind of closer to what they saw schematically. Like I keep saying that, like this is a great scheme offensively, right? And I think defensively, Patrick Graham is probably going to be much improved because he was able to go out and get guys to fill a particular role. I don't think the defense is going to be as bad as people think. And Jimmy Garoppolo's the kind of guy, if he's healthy, Jimmy Garoppolo's not going to win you a game a lot of the times, but he's damn sure not going to lose it for you. A lot of the last year, let's be for real, even though we had a more physically talented quarterback, he lost a lot of games for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jimmy Garoppolo is not that kind of quarterback.
Ooh. Hold up. Give me this shit.
Hammer, you saying ooh? Did you feel it in your plums? I felt it in my plums, man.
Hawks fucking prediction right here. Holy shit. I like it. Definitely like that.
Jimmy G with this schedule is going to have 3,875 yards, 31 TDs, 12 interceptions, 67.9%. Jacobs, 315 rush for 1,250 yards, 11 TDs. Tay, 102 receptions, 1,410 yards, 14 TDs, just the big three.
Think about that. You don't even have Michael Mayer in the mix of that shit. Man, I can't wait to see what this kid does for us.
Yeah, I don't see us winning. I see us being a shade under 500. I see us winning. I see us winning.
Hold on, bro. You had all those wins. How the fuck does that even amount? Like,
I'm not done. I was going and finishing, right. So the reason why I feel like that is because I think we lose both games to the Chiefs. Let's just be for real. You know what I'm saying? I hope we beat them, but that
bro, if you wanted that shit,
look, let's be for real here. I have us losing to the Jets. I have us in the NFC Central, bro. I don't know, man. Like the Bear game, I think we should win that one. The Viking game, we should win. The Green Bay game is the tough one for me. I picked us beating Green Bay, but I like Green Bay's defense.
How is that a tough game?
I think it's a tough game because of their defense, and I don't think that Jordan Love is as bad as everyone.
If you have us if you questioning that game, how can we beat any other team that we talking about?
Yeah, well, bro, I think Green Bay has a really good roster. They have a good roster defensively. They have two good running backs. They got a young receiver that now, if he can, get another year on his belt, I think Christian Watson's going to be pretty good, man. And I don't think that Jordan Love is as bad as everyone thinks. I think if Jordan Love was terrible, I don't think the Green Bay Packers would have been so reticent to get rid of Aaron Rodgers. I mean, the guy is physically talented. He knows the scheme. He knows the offense. He's been sitting behind the guy. I think that they're going to be a lot better than people think. That's a tough game for us. I don't think we're going to go in there and kick their ass. I think that's a game where that's a toss-up game, right? So then you look at that. You start talking about losing and splitting the baby with Denver. You talk about splitting the baby with fucking the Chargers. So that right there, shit, how many losses is that, right? That's about like 5 or 6 losses right there. The Miami game, if Tua is healthy, I don't see us winning that game. If Tua is winning.
Yeah, but that secondary is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So if Tua is healthy, I see us losing that one.
Yeah, bro. Xavier Howard, Jalen Ramsey, bro, like Holland at safety, like that defense is different. Like, you're not going to beat that. You're not.
So look, I see this team better than
bro. I'm always wrong on predictions. You must have not followed this channel at all.
Yeah, I mean, look, and let's be what I think is starting to happen. I think the Raiders are right there at the precipice of being one of the better teams of football. I just think that they need another offseason to get to that point. I don't think we're going to be like 6-10 or anything like that. I think we're going to be a team that's going to be in it the whole season. But there are certain games where, look, like talent-wise, we're there, but we're not quite there. We're a few players away on defense, and we need to get that offensive line to gel a little bit more. And hopefully, Garoppolo could stay upright too. And that's a lot of what I'm thinking about. Knowing Jimmy Garoppolo, he's going to miss a few games. And that's the reason why I have us winning 9 games this year.
I'm cool with that, though. Like, what's crazy is you win 9 games, you can still sneak into the playoffs.
Yeah, and hopefully that'd be great. You know what I mean? But it all depends on if Jimmy gets dinged up at the beginning of the season, or is it a big injury? Is it you know what I mean? That's kind of, because if you look at who we have backing him up, I don't have any faith in Aiden O'Connell being a guy that's going to win a bunch of games for us, man.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I agree. He said Graphk is always wrong. Did I not call Aiden O'Connell?
I did.
I mean, Graphk just cooked me for my prediction and then just agreed with me. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, you know.
Did I not call Tyree Wilson?
Hammer, that's the only thing you called in the last 3 years, man.
That's false. Because what was that?
You called your shot when you twerked.
No. What was that regular season game, Graph? We did a matchup preview, and I was practically like spot on with the final score. Was that the Tennessee game?
It was like a point or two. I remember that. Go on.
Yo, you're such a miserable old bastard. I swear to God.
I'm just saying. Go on.
Hey, Hammer, your predictions are right.
This is what I have for you tonight, bro. You miserable fuck.
You fucking scrub.
That shit is hilarious. I got a floor of 6-11, ceiling of 12-5, and a realistic chance at 10-7. All depends on how Jimmy works out and how this defense plays. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I don't think I've ever agreed with someone as much as that. A floor of 6-11, ceiling of 12-5, which my ceiling is more like 11-6. Realistic chance of 10-7. I like that. He said, wah.
Yeah, but you know what? That prediction wasn't a prediction. You just covered every possible fucking scenario as opposed to us. Like, I'm just being realistic, bro. Look, if Jimmy Garoppolo's healthy, bro, but I see Jimmy getting dinged up at least for a game or two. That's just kind of been his history. I don't see him having a catastrophic injury, but I see him going down at least a game or two. Pause.
But wait, what the fuck did you just pause?
That's how I see him going down. That's what it's at.
I don't know why that's a pause. Like,
yo,
I gotta cover my bases. Yeah, I got fucking quick draw McPause over here. Look, I got quick draw McPause over here. I gotta make sure I'm on my game when I'm on the screen with this motherfucker. Pause. I'm like this with the pauses. I'm like, whoa, hold up. I gotta.
Hey, let's do this real quick though, y'all, real fast. So we know that we have our blackout stuff going on in Vegas. What road games are we deciding on going on to as a unit? So we're looking at this shit right now. Buffalo is a road game week 2, Denver week 1. The Chargers that really ain't a road game, that's home. Chicago at Detroit. So we have 2 Midwest games back to back. Then we go home. We have the Giants, Jets back-to-back home games. Then we're at Miami. I think me and Wasted already talked about going to Miami. We're taking the Wives to Miami, right?
It depends on what time of year it is. When is that, in November?
That is...
It's week 11.
November 19th.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta
Baby, we going. I'm taking my wife November 11th. We going. So fuck what you got going on.
Buffalo.
Oh, wow. That's pretty fucking harsh there, Graphk.
You know what I mean? Talk that shit, baby girl. Yo, you don't even want to hear what the fuck Tiff just said. But
yeah, man, we'll fuck both of y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo. Hey, Tiff, I'm sorry. Sorry, Tiff. Hey, Graph, fuck you, man.
Nah, but
Tiff.
I'm
scared of Tiff. I want no smoke.
Hey, the Colts game we need to look at though, because Stu lives literally like 45 minutes away from the stadium. So like that's a game we can go.
End of the season. It's gonna be cold as fuck out.
Is that New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I ain't going to no fucking.
I'm not going anywhere New Year's Eve. I ain't even
fuck wants to celebrate New Year's in fucking Indianapolis.
Yeah, there's no fucking way. But the Denver game is at home for my birthday. Oh, we going to Vegas for my birthday, bet. I didn't want to do that shit, but we there.
I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it.
My birthday. It's my birthday that day. Huh? Oh, I'm about to be 40. I'm about to be 40 the day we play these motherfuckers, bro.
Old ass motherfucker.
Are you gonna be 40 drinking a 40? Hammer, you look older than both of us, though. That's the crazy thing, yo.
Hey, talk that shit, bro.
Big older than both of us, yo.
Reality rap.
Old ass
that reality rap.
Yeah, man. This man, Jesus, man.
I feel older than both of you motherfuckers, anyways.
Bro, your couch look older than everything we got going on.
My what?
That couch, bro. That shit look like a
Hey,
dirty.
nah, look, I can't even front. That couch look comfortable as
No,
well.
that shit like a dirty thumbnail.
My dude
Bro.
is hating on this Italian leather. You bugging, bro. Get
Yo,
outta here.
that shit is rich Corinthian leather. Goddamn it, that shit look comfortable as fuck, yo.
Yo, I said it in the chat before. I might have to do some lives sitting right here. This shit is super comfy.
I like
That's
that.
the reason why I know you old. Yo, you got to sit on a rubber donut to do the.
Yo,
got hemorrhoids and shit doing it
I
live.
don't believe any wasted takes. Dude's been alive since Norm Van Brocklin set the passing yards.
Yo.
The game record. He got the Joe Biden memory.
He said I got that Joe Biden. Hey, listen, man, you won't see me on here sniffing kids' heads. You know what I'm saying? like Biden, that motherfucker. Yeah, that motherfucker is weird as fuck, bro.
Only if I was living on the Gulf Coast again, man. God damn.
That motherfucker wastes it.
Not me, motherfucker. Not me, your president. That motherfucker was up there.
Okay, look, realistically, right? Yeah. We're not going to bring this fucking schedule back up. We're just going to say this. Big Mike, what is your final prediction?
9-8.
9-8?
9-8.
Okay. Hammer, what you got?
Y'all will get that after week 3 of the regular season.
No, fuck all that. Right now.
10-7, 9-8.
Okay. Wait, so what you got?
For now, it's unofficial.
I already told y'all. I said it was 9-8. I already told y'all earlier.
Okay. You know, and what's funny is I totally agree with you guys. I'm gonna go 10-7 ceiling. Basement is 7, but 9-8, 10-7. But I'm gonna go 10-7.
Basement's 5 to me, man.
I was about to say backyard.
Damn. Y'all believe this team is old, bro.
I was gonna say the same thing, but I wasn't gonna say basement. Backyard is like 5-12, 6-11.
Yeah,
but
let's
bro,
be real,
like,
man. What if Jimmy G goes down? What if Jimmy G goes down?
Hammer, I don't know, bro. Hammer, listen, bro. That couch though, that shit looks like a casting director for Bang Bros and shit.
So what are you
doing? How old are you? How old are you? 19.
Skin Diamond has definitely fucked on that couch before.
Yo,
I
my
fucking
God,
wish I would have used that other fucking sound effect. That would have been perfect just now. God damn it. Hold on. Hold on.
Now it's not gonna be funny.
It's not
gonna be funny at all now.
Oh no. I'm gonna find this shit.
Okay, all right. So when you find it, I'm gonna say this, man. I don't know what stat you talk about, Chuck. I don't know what you're talking about. What are we talking about right now, Chuck? What Jimmy G stat? I didn't even give a Jimmy G stat. All I said was Jimmy G is gonna go down eventually.
You know what's funny, Chuck? For some strange reason, I agree with you, bro.
Yeah, I know the reason you agree with him, Chuck. Hey, Chuck, man, shout out to you, man. And somebody said Skin Diamond, you old as F. Josh, listen, I must be old then, bro. I shit, man. Yo, Skin Diamond was young, man.
What you talking about, kid? What is you talking about?
It's Skin Diamond. I mean, goddamn, just because you were 5 years old 3 years ago don't mean we old.
Yo, man, look. We had some fun tonight, you guys. We're pulling up on 2 hours. We wanted to just do some type of little, man, we had fun today. Man. You know what I mean? Real quick, before we get up out of here, Big Mike, man, let everybody know where to follow you at, brother.
Man, go find me at Big Mike Raider. Big Mike being one word, Raider the second word. Go do the search on YouTube. I'm the first thing that pops up, man. I'm on the road to 1K. We got about 200 plus. We're almost at 800. So go in there and hit that subscribe button for me.
There we go. Wasted, what you got to say to the chat before we get up out of here? Hey, you know, matter of fact, Wasted needs like 25 subscribers before we hit 7K, man. Like, what's up?
Yeah, man. I mean, look, bro. You know, it'll happen eventually, man. I just wanted to say, fuck all three of y'all and everybody in the chat that said I was old. Fuck all of you. And Chuck, fuck you too. That's all I had to say. That's it. That's it, y'all. And we got to talk about Miami, though. We got to talk about Miami.
Oh, yeah, we definitely go. We're going to get on the horn with that. Hammer, what's up, bro?
90 away from 6,500. I'm catching up to you, motherfucker. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate my brothers having a good time as usual. Now I need to look at the schedule and figure out exactly what 4 or 5 games I'll be going to in Vegas this season. But Buffalo is definitely going to happen. So Wasted, get your old ass up my way, and then we'll drive 8 hours up to Buffalo.
I don't think I can last 8 hours around you nonstop.
He's scared of my driving. That's why. He's terrified of my driving.
Oh my God! Listen, man, I gotta have West Side Gun. I gotta tap it with him, yo. Something like that. Hammer was gonna kill us.
Hammer's gonna pull over to every Burger King he sees on the side on the road and drop a podcast. real ones know. Hey, with that being said, you guys, love my brothers, man. Had a ball today breaking this shit down. We'll do more shows this week and really break this shit down and talk more. Me and Stu we're doing the Graphk and Stu show this week as well, so stay tuned for that. But we just want to say, we appreciate you guys, man. Make sure you wipe them feet, pay them bar tabs, man. Break them thumbs, and also subscribe to our brother Big Mike Raider on YouTube. You already know what time it is, man. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. The schedule is here. You know what that means, right? Football is almost here.
Yes, sir.
So with that being said, there's going to be a lot of talk about how many wins, losses, blah, blah, blah. The nation as a whole, we're going to be all over the place. It is what it is. But let's not forget the goal at hand. We are all Raider fans. We all want this team to win. You know what I mean? We all on the same page with this shit, man. You already know what time it is, man. Salute, salute, salute. We fucking love y'all to death. We outro, man. Hold on, I gotta put the joint on before we head out.
What the fuck?
What the?
This is not a test. This is an emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.